Chapter 3 Vault Resonance. The vault had always been Al's sanctuary. A place of order. A place of structure. A place where the system's heartbeat felt steady and predictable. A golden cathedral of logic that responded to his touch like a living instrument. But today, the vault felt wrong. Al stepped through the archway into the central chamber, and the first thing he noticed was the sound. A low, trembling hum that vibrated through the floor like a warning whispered through metal. The golden walls flickered in uneven pulses, their usual smooth glow fractured into jagged shards of light. The vault wasn't collapsing. It was resonating, responding to something it didn't understand. Al's visor lit with cascading alerts as he moved deeper into the chamber. Structural integrity, degraded power flow, irregular harmonic frequency, foreign source unknown. He exhaled slowly, letting the data wash over him. Not decay, not corruption, something else. The vault's heart, a massive sphere of layered gold code suspended in the center of the chamber, pulsed erratically, each beat sending ripples of distortion through the surrounding architecture. Cracks spidered across its surface, glowing with faint silver light, silver. The same color as the signal. Al's stomach tightened. He approached the core, raising a hand. Golden energy flowed from his palm, weaving into the fractures like molten metal. The core shuddered beneath his touch, its pulse stuttering. "Easy," Al whispered. "I've got you." The vault responded not with stability, but with a sudden surge of resistance. A shockwave of silver energy burst from the core, slamming into Al's chest and throwing him backward across the chamber. He hit the ground hard, sliding across the golden floor until his boots caught the edge of a stabilizer plate. His visor flickered. Unidentified frequency detected match, 87% null signal. Al's breath caught. The signal wasn't just touching the vault. It was inside it. He pushed himself to his feet, shaking off the impact. His suit hummed with residual static as he approached the core again, slower this time, more cautious. The fractures pulsed in rhythmic intervals, each one perfectly timed. Not random. Not chaotic. Intentional. Al's voice was barely a whisper. "You're responding to it." The vault's pulse quickened as if answering him. He raised both hands, channeling golden energy into a controlled lattice. The light spiraled outward, forming a stabilizing grid around the core. The fractures dimmed slightly, their silver glow receding. But only for a moment. A new pulse hit stronger, sharper, and the lattice shattered like glass. Al staggered backward as the chamber trembled violently. Golden beams cracked. Support pillars buckled. Streams of corrupted glyphs spilled from the ceiling like digital ash. The vault was rejecting him. No, not him. It was rejecting the signal. Al steadied himself, planting his feet as the chamber shook around him. "All right," he muttered. "If you won't calm down." He raised his hands again. "As I'll make you." Golden energy erupted from his palms, spiraling into the air in controlled arcs. The light wrapped around the core, weaving into the fractures with surgical precision. Al's visor filled with cascading data streams as he forced the vault's architecture into alignment. The core resisted. It pulsed violently, sending shockwaves through the chamber. Al gritted his teeth, pushing harder. His suit vibrated with strain, conduits glowing white-hot as he poured everything he had into stabilizing the vault. The fractures shrieked, a sound like metal tearing. Al shouted over the roar, "Hold." The core bucked. The chamber shook. And then silence. The golden light dimmed. The fractures sealed. The vault stabilized. Al collapsed to one knee, chest heaving. Sweat dripped down his forehead beneath the helmet. His suit hissed as cooling vents opened, releasing bursts of steam. He'd done it. He'd stabilized the vault. But something was wrong. The air behind him shifted, a faint distortion like a glitch in the corner of his vision. Al froze. Slowly he turned. A figure stood in the shadows near the upper ring of the chamber, tall, humanoid. Glitching at the edges like a broken hologram. Its eyes glowed red. A phantom, fully formed. Al's breath caught. He raised a hand instinctively, golden energy gathering in his palm. The phantom didn't move. It only watched him, head tilted slightly as if studying him. Analyzing him. Learning him. Al's visor tracked its signature. Unidentified entity behavior, observing threat level, unknown origin, not phantom overlord. Not overlord. Not swarm. Something new. Something worse. Al took a slow step backward, keeping his hand raised. What do you want? The phantom didn't answer. It simply flickered once, twice, then stepped backward into the corrupted tier behind it. The tier sealed instantly. The phantom was gone. Al lowered his hand slowly, heart pounding. He tapped his comms, Daryl, Lucio, Raymond. We have a problem. Static crackled before Daryl's voice came through, strained. Define problem. Al looked at the sealed tier, the faint red glow still lingering in the air. I saw one, he said quietly. A phantom. Fully formed. Intelligent. Lucio's voice cut in sharply, you too. Raymond swore under his breath. That makes all 4 sectors. Al exhaled slowly. This wasn't random. The vault wasn't collapsing, it was reacting. The signal is inside the system. And the phantoms. He looked at the place where the entity had stood. They are not glitches anymore. Daryl's voice was grim. Then we regroup now. Al nodded, even though they couldn't see him. Because the vault had shown him something terrifying. The signal wasn't just touching the system. It was rewriting it. And the phantoms were only the beginning.